Toy, congrats.
Thank you.
First career block, kill, basically every statistic that you put on the section.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And Reagan named our player of the match with 8 kills, hit 389, along with 10 digs.
Okay.
And as a team, helped Columbus to a, what was it here, .3, I think it's 36, .036, which that means in the last 2 matches alone have been the 2 lowest opponent hitting percentages in franchise history. Bert, if you want to start us out with a quick statement about your thoughts on the match, and then we'll open it up for questions.
I'm proud of this team and how we prepared for this match and basically going on a road trip here to end out the month and start February kind of. But they locked in. We knew we had to execute at a high level. This is a good team. Every match is going to be challenging no matter who the opponent is, and the way that we kept pressure on them and were able to do that back-to-back matches says a lot about the focus here.
Did you change much from what you saw last Friday, or is it we got what we want to do on our side of the net, we're rolling with it?
It was really about us setting the tone with our serving. Serving was a big focus for us, but our transition game. Like, we want to dig in system, we want to get our middles going, obviously, and just have a balanced offense. So we knew they were going to come out. Obviously, Morgan Lewis was playing, and that was different. She wasn't there last week. So they went to her. She was she was scoring for them a lot in the first set. So we had to kind of key on her a little bit, but it was really about us on our side.
Reagan, talk about playing against your former team.
Yeah, I mean, it's nerve-wracking, of course. I was more nervous to play over there, play in, like, where I used to play. Like, that used to be my home last season. So just nervous about, like, the fan reactions and stuff, but I felt a lot more comfortable going into this game. It's also nerve-wracking because, like, they know my game. Like, the coaching staff, they all know how I play, so just having to keep that in mind and knowing I have to try and change things up so that I can score against them. And so, yeah, I felt a lot better this game.
Bird, this is a young team. I think you had, at one point towards the end, you had 4 rookies out there. Phoebe made her season debut. Was that kind of the opportunity to present itself, or did you want to get them some playing time?
It's a little bit of both. I think everyone on this team, no matter their experience or age, everyone's earned it. And I tell them that all the time. I'm not one that really gets hung up on age. I think a team is how they compete together and the competitive chemistry. And so they've earned everything that has happened. Unfortunately, we put starters out there, and I do believe like having a core is solid for any team, but any one of them can come in. They know just how we train and how we practice. If we go to them at any point in any match, they're going to go in and do their job.
Toy, I know you got in last week with the first match here in Omaha. What was that experience like for you, and how do you think it went?
Oh, it was great. Just having the crowd, like so many people just being there behind me and being supportive has been amazing. They show out every single home game that we have, so it was nothing different from the other ones, but it was just great to be out there on the floor with my girls.
Coach, is it tough to get the team mentally prepared when you're playing a match against a winless team that you've just swept?
I think the challenge is to always just execute at a high level and to be consistent. So when we talk about a focus, it's more on us and what we want to do and the standard that we've set. We don't really talk about records because we know every opponent. This team is a good team. Like, that is a good team, and they will find their flow. I mean, it was just like San Diego last season. They're good athletes and good coaches, so you have to show up and really execute. We say respect the opponent because everyone's going to challenge us this year.
Talk about this short turnaround to the Orlando match Sunday afternoon.
I mean, that's going to be the rhythm of our season. So I actually think we have a better routine on the road. Like, we're going to wake up tomorrow, go to the airport, like get there, go to practice, have dinner, and it's like we're in a routine. And so it's kind of just the way we live these days.
Jeff kind of mentioned that you got first kill, a couple blocks too. Did you feel like more in rhythm? You got a little bit, was something that happened there?
Yeah, I came in like shaken. Luckily, I had Reagan and Kelsey there, my rock chalk girls. So it was good to just have some people there that I know. So once like the flow got going, I was like, okay, let me just relax, let me breathe. And I came off the bench, and me and Allie are like bench buddies. And she was just holding my hand. She's like, oh, you're doing great. I was like, okay, I'm fine. But it's just going in there, just like your heart starts pumping. But I got the flow after a while.
I know everyone talks about all the Nebraska go, but I mean, there's quite the contingency of Jayhawk
Kansas,
on
yeah.
this team too. I mean, does that kind of help ease the transition into professional life?
Yeah, it was nice coming in and already knowing someone, obviously, because you're coming into a whole new team. But once you have that one person who's there, and you're like, oh my gosh, I know her, like I played with her. But also, I've heard so much about Kelsey Payne, an insane, incredible person. So being able to play with her is great as well.
I also coached at Kansas, but it's cool.
And Bird, of course.
I always get left out. Huh?
They let you in the club, you can.
Sometimes. I mean, they've done TikToks and all the things without me, but it's okay. I know.
We'll make another
we're-
TikTok.
You sit around and just tell stories about Ray and all that.
Oh, there's plenty of stories.
Big guy.
Questions?
All right, well, rock chalk.
Thank you guys.
What do you have to say?